Hello everybody and welcome back to Columbus Aviation. Today we are here at Lake Erie Regional Airport, which is my fictional 1 to 400 scale model airport. Currently this is the November 2025 update. As you can tell here, there have been a lot of changes. I have a terminal building, fixed base operator, control tower out there, and a complete board, and it looks really nice in my opinion. So yeah, before we start, I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through what we have here. So over here, we've got the passenger terminal, then we've got the FBO. We've got a little bit of like a penalty box area over there and a hard stand, I guess, out in the corner. And then we've also got a backtrack runway. This is runway 28/10, and that's the actual heading of the runway in the setup. I actually calculated all of that. So yeah. Without further ado, let's hop on over into the passenger terminal. Here over at Gate 1, we have an exciting new service from Sun Country Airlines. This is the inaugural flight in from Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Sun Country, I believe about a year ago, in 2024, pulled out of Cleveland Hopkins Airport and currently only serves Columbus, Ohio. So they are now testing out the water to serve Northern Ohio once more at a more efficient and cheaper airport to serve. So this is currently loading on some passengers to get back out to Minneapolis. Over at Gate 2, we have this American Eagle CRJ 700 pulling into the gate. This came in from Philadelphia and will be going back out. This is a pretty standard route, and yeah, nothing really to comment about this. Yet another exciting new service here is this Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ 900. This came in from Detroit Metropolitan, and will be going back out. This is another inaugural leg, and it's a really exciting one. Delta is finally starting to dip their toes into Lake Erie Regional Airport and see what they can serve here. They're currently considering upgrading this if it does well, considering Minneapolis and Atlanta services also on regional carriers. And if this gets upgraded, it would likely be upgraded to an A220, which is very exciting. Let's see if that happens. Over parked at Gate 4 is this United Express Embraer 175, which came in from Chicago O'Hare and will be going back out. This is another one of those pretty standard flights, but you kind of have to have these. This has been operating since, I believe, the October update, and United is definitely deciding to expand their presence here, as well as American maybe in the future. Here is potentially the biggest new carrier, or not really carrier, but service here at ERX today. This is a United Airlines 737 MAX 8 in the United Together / Being United scheme. This came in from Stars 10P's fictional Seattle North International Airport and will be going back out. This is ERX's first mainline route on any full-service carrier, and I think is really, really exciting to see the future starting to emerge. Over here, lining up on runway 28, is this Allegiant Air A320 headed out to Charleston, South Carolina. This is also a relatively new service. This, I believe, showed up as of the last update. It's not really too notable, but Allegiant is considering expanding more here, as well as this service is doing quite well. Parked over beside the fixed base operator is this American Eagle E170 in the retro livery. This came in from Chicago O'Hare and will be going back out. It's currently just waiting for a gate to open up so it can have some space. So we could just call this like a little bit of a penalty box over here. Actually parked on the fixed base operator is this Air Transat A321neo. If you saw the previous update, then you would know that this is actually operating for my fictional airline called Flow. Flow is a leisure airline, basically operating flights to southern destinations. It currently only has one destination, which is Miami, but this is actually a charter flight, and this will be going out to Las Vegas, Nevada. Over here we have this NetJets Bombardier Challenger 650 pulling off of the FBO ramp. Let's say this came in from Chicago Midway and will be going out to Nashville International Airport in Tennessee. This aircraft came in earlier from Memphis, Tennessee, and will be doing a little bit of a turnaround here and then heading out to Albany, New York. Pulling in off of the runway backtrack is this United Express CRJ 550. This is on the Washington Dulles service. Currently, there are no plans to upgrade this service, and United is actually considering cutting it as it has not done very well whatsoever. Just a quick mention to, just a quick pause to mention this new control tower, which I got from Tarmac Designs. I bought this down at MTS Aviation Models in Beaver Creek, Ohio. And finally, we have one more aircraft on the field, which is this Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the New Mexico 1 color scheme. This actually is a diversion. This was initially flying from, let's say, Baltimore, Maryland to Chicago Midway, and ended up having to divert here due to some weather complications ahead. So here we have it. That is the November 2025 update for Lake Erie Regional Airport wrapped up. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope you really enjoyed the new board. Maybe I'll make a video just featuring the board up here in the future, but I am going to just talk about it for a few more minutes. So yeah, we have a lot of new services today. We've got services from 2 new airlines and a new other service. So we've got that Delta service, if my camera would focus on the CRJ there. We've got that new Delta service to Detroit and that new United service to Seattle North. And then out there in the back, we've got that new service to Minneapolis with Sun Country. So 3 new services, 2 new airlines. Pretty good update, I'd say. Or not update, but pretty good growth, I'd say. I'm just really enjoying making this board as nice as it can be, and you know, I'm really enjoying making this airport as realistic as it could be. So yeah. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys for this update. So I'm just gonna do a quick little once over for the board, and don't mind the fact that there's not any grass yet. There will be grass between the runway and the taxiway, and then there will also be grass in the little corner next to the runway ramp and behind or underneath the control tower. So if you guys have any other feedback for the board, please be sure to voice that in the comments. Also, please be sure to check out my subscriber route form. You can basically set any airline that if I have the model for and you have the model for to fly into my airport. All you have to do is fill out a simple Google form and that's done. Or you could also just, you could also just request a random model airport that does not require a form, because that's just like, hey, could you do this airport? Just so you know, those won't have any like detailed boards. They'll kind of just be put together, because I can't make that work out as well because I only have so much wood and so much paint. With that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to check out some of my other content and subscribe. Columbus Aviation signing out.